friends, my name is Denise, and if you've been to my channel before, thank you so much for coming back and being a loyal subscriber. If this is the first time that you've ever come to my channel, welcome! I am the Potty Mouth Yogi, and in today's video, this will be my fourth installment on why I quit vaping. Why do I want to do this video? I'll tell you, is because we are smack dab in the middle of a quarantine. The year is 2020, the month is April, and if I told you this 6 months ago, you would think I was absolutely bananas. Yet here we are. The first thing that I'd like to start off with today was just announcing that my husband no longer vapes. That's right, friends. He has quit vaping. So proud of him for doing that. So to start that off with good news. Right now we're stuck in quarantine. We are told not to leave our homes with the exception of going to get food, water, or if we have a medical emergency. And I am losing my frickin' mind. What's really interesting is that I haven't smoked, vaped, for over 2 years. I'm going into my third year of being a non-anything. So I feel really good about that. But the funny thing is that since we've been in quarantine, I have been thinking about it more now than I ever have since I have quit vaping. And it is making me crazy. I can promise you one thing, that I definitely will not be vaping while I'm in quarantine because I've come too far to let that happen. I do not have access to it as well. And there is no way in hell that I am going to go back. I am not looking backwards. I am looking forward. But it's coming up a lot. I can recognize that this is something that's happening because it's an old habit. It's what I used to resort back to. I think maybe I'm a little surprised of how it came up. I just find it a little, I don't know, I thought we were done with this shit. I'm not weak that I feel like I'm going to go to the gas station and go buy a Juul or any of that garbage. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, it's just not a habit that I do anymore. But I can recognize that this is something that's still there. The other reason why I felt the need to talk to you guys about this right now is because the thing that we're being quarantined is because there is this thing called a coronavirus. Now we all know what the freaking coronavirus is. It is a yucky virus that is killing people across our country. It is also killing people worldwide. Apparently it's very, very easy to contract, and we all don't want to contract it. Some people don't even know that they have it, and some people fall to their death because of it. The people who are at the highest risk are the people who are elder and the people who have autoimmune diseases. I'm telling you this because when you are a vapor, when you are a smoker, you are inhaling something into your lungs and you are restricting your blood vessels. This is hindering the use of your lungs. Should I say that again? If there was never ever a reason, more now than ever, for you to quit smoking, for you to quit vaping, to put down whatever it is that you're inhaling and walk away from it, now is the time. Because you are the person who is most at risk. Yes! A little concerning. Either way, I am not judging you to do whatever the hell that you want to do. All I'm telling you, you have more of a reason to quit now more than ever. The other thing that I wanted to add is some of the arguments of vapors out there. I understand. It is better than smoking cigarettes. You're right. There's no carcinogens in it that we know of. Here's what we don't know. A lot. We don't know what can happen to you now that you vape. So, because they haven't done any tests, you, my friend, are their test subject. It's kind of like taking a kid and tossing him off the side of a boat and see if he swims or if he sinks. Hoping that he swims, but if he sinks, well, you know, I just have this mental picture in my head like, oh, look at that. Looks like he's sinking. It's too bad. Either way, what do you want for lunch? I mean, what? I don't understand. Like, you know, I do get the fact that there is no scientific research. You are actually the guinea pig in this scientific research. You are the person who's going to go back and say, I can't breathe right now. Oh, really? You're an ex-smoker. Oh, but you vape. Oh, okay. So if you want to be the crash test dummy, for lack of a better word, have at it. But I do have to make you aware that, you know what, it is safer than smoking cigarettes. They don't have any kind of extensive studies on it. You are actual footage of what happens to a person who's vaping. I don't know about you. I wouldn't want to be that person. So just something else to think about. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that I'm a yoga teacher, yogi, potty mouth yogi, you know, so anyway, I teach yoga. One of the things that I've learned in my yoga practice is that the lungs are one of the most underutilized organs that we have in the human body. The problem is that in our society, we subscribe to short, fast, quick breaths. It is because we live in a world that has a lot of anxiety, it has a lot of stress. People suffer from panic disorder. So when that happens, we begin to close up and we no longer allow ourselves to take deep cleansing breaths. So what ends up happening is we are stuck in this, you know what? So that doesn't really help any part of your situation, meaning that you're not exercising the lungs completely. Maybe you would like to try some breathing exercises. And if you would, here's a great idea. Start at the end of an exhale. Take a deep inhale for 4 counts. Hold it. Exhale. Hold it. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Hold it. You might want to try that breathing exercise. That'll actually help to expand those lungs in your chest and fill them up completely with oxygen and let that just, you'll almost feel dizzy when you're done doing that. And it's because you're flooding your body with fresh oxygen and it's getting into your blood and it's going through your body. It's making me feel a lot better too. When we're smokers, when we're vapors, we constrict the lungs. The reason why we're doing these breathing exercises is to open the lungs up. Now's never been a better time to put that damn vape down. I'm not kidding, man. Seriously, these people that are in the hospital, I have a sister-in-law, love her, who is an emergency room nurse. She's telling me horror stories about people not being able to breathe. They're having a stuffed tooth down their throat. They cannot get their lungs to work properly, so they need a machine to do that. Can you imagine going into the hospital right now as a vapor? Doesn't that scare the shit out of you, man? Put the vape down. It's time. It is more than time. And if you have some problems with doing it, I get it. I am 2 years, almost 3, going into my 3rd year of non-vaping, and I still have that issue that I'd like to have one. I'm not gonna have it, but I'll tell you what, my lungs are clean. My lungs are healthy. They're nice and pink. Do yourself a favor. Think about quitting today. Today is the day. Either way, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope today is the day that you put the vape down. Enough is enough. You're better than this. Do some breathing exercises. Namaste.